Harihi Om, my dear holy souls. This is Mata Anantananda, Sri Sadguru Shivarama Avadhuta Ashramam, Kamavaram village, Kannur district, Andhra Pradesh state, from Bharat, that is India. Under the caption of wonderful Indian folk stories, we are enjoying the adventurous stories of Bhatti and Vikramaditya, the historical personalities of ancient India. In that series of videos, this is 23rd one. In this video, we are going to enjoy the story of three Brahmin young men whose talent is great. Bhetala's question is such that, and Vikramaditya's answer we can enjoy. The outcoming skills from this story are: the story thrills us with its twist. It induces us sharp thinking in different angles. The names of the characters in this story, such as Bhojana, Vetta, Nidraa, Vetta, Sringaara, Vetta, will mesmerize us. Okay, let us enjoy the story. Then again, Vikramaditya efforted to subjugate Bhetala, and Bhetala started the third story. He said, "Oh, Vikramaditya, you are very great really. To help Kalakeya, the saint, you are taking much risk. Okay, as per my condition, now I am going to tell another story to you. Listen carefully, later you have to give the answer." Vikramaditya nodded his head. Then Bhetala started. Once there was a kingdom with a capital city by name Anganam. The king of that kingdom, that city also known as Vishnu Dattudu. He was very generous and good, and he had the donative nature also, liberal man. In that kingdom, there was a Brahmin scholar whose name was Vetta, means the person who knows about his duties and about his fate also. He had 3 sons. He had taken that children to a Gurukulam, means an educational institute, and introduced himself there. And he urged the teachers there to educate his children. He said, "Oh scholars, you are very great and kind teachers. Accept my sons as your disciples, but make them to learn Vedas and Vedangas, Jyotisham, everyone. But it's not enough. You have to educate them. You have to make them to develop their skills according to their caliber, according to their absorption capacity. This is my urge." He prayed like that. The teachers accepted his request, and then he joined his children there, and years passed. The children gone up, they completed their education. This Vidhi Vetta had sent valuable things to give the dakshina, means the fee, to the teachers. The 3 sons who grown up as young men had given the dakshinas, means the fee, to the teachers, and they had taken the send off from them and the blessings of the teachers also. They returned it to home. Then this Vidhveta, the father, asked, "Did you complete your education? What about it?" They said, "Yes, father, we completed our education. The teachers were blessed and they were pleased with us, and we have paid the fee also as per your sendings. And now we came back." Then Vidhveta said, "Then what do you do here? Go to the king and seek jobs in the royal assembly." Then the 3 men had gone to king, and they introduced themselves. The king, Vishnu Datta, had asked, "What are your talents? What is your eligibility to seek jobs here?" Then the first man said, "Teachers have given the name to me as Bhojana Vetta. I can recognize the faith and evil of the good and bad of Bhojana luxury, the food luxury, whatever I eat, I can analyze the experience of food, experience of eating like that. Then he called on the royal scholar, a Brahmin, and ordered him, take this man to your home and give him a beautiful and a very tasteful and a complete dinner to him. And next day morning, tomorrow morning, you bring him to the royal court. And he asked about the second one. The second man said, my name is given by my teachers as Nidraa Vetta. I can analyze the joyful experience of sound sleep, deep sleep. Then he called on the superintendent of the servants in the palace and ordered him, take this man and arrange a beautiful and a luxurious, comfortable bed with just equal to royal bed, and keep 7 beds, spring beds like that, and mattresses, and you keep like that, and you make this man to sleep over it, and tomorrow morning bring him to the royal court. And the king turned towards the third man. He said, Maharaja, my teachers had given the name as Sringaara Vetta. I can analyze the sexual experience. He said like that. Then the king called on the royal dancer, and who was in the occupation of prostitution, and he ordered her, take this young man to your house and entertain him all through the night, and tomorrow morning bring him to the court. The things were happened as per the order of the king. Next day morning, the 3 young men approached the king. Then he asked Bhojana Vetta, what is your experience? Analyze it. Then he said, O king, you are very kind. You arranged a delicious dinner for me. I enjoyed all the vegetables and sweets and karas and everything. But the rice I faced very difficult because it is smelling as a burial ground. The king surprised and inquired into it. Then once upon a time, since decades back, the field where that rice was grown, it was a burial ground. By knowing that, the king was surprised like anything. And then he inquired about the second young man. What is the experience you felt by sleeping in the royal palace? He said, the bed was beautiful and it was arranged in a nice manner, but I didn't sleep over it because my body is paining like anything. That bed is not good. Though I slept, but it is not a sound sleep. Then he inquired and examined the beds. Beneath the 7 mattresses, there was a long hair. Due to that thin hair, this young man couldn't sleep well and he sensed the body pains. Then the king turned towards the third young man and asked, what is your experience? He said, the prostitute, she was very beautiful and very talented in dancing and singing also. And she was a sweet, talkative lady. But I felt the smell of sheep. He said like that. He wondered about it, the king. Then he called on the mother of that prostitute, the royal dancer, and inquired about her birth. And that old lady, she said, forgive me, king, she is not my own daughter. I didn't give birth to her. I had purchased her being a kid in the marketplace. The person who sold her to me were the sheep protectors, such that. She said such. Then the king felt very wonder about their talents and had given the suitable jobs in the royal court. This is the story. Ending like this, Bhethal put the question to Vikramaditya. Now Vikramaditya, O king of kings, you are very intelligent. Now give me the answer. Being known, if you not give the answer, then your head will break up into 1,000 pieces. If you give the answer, the silence will be break so that I'll escape from your shoulder, as you know. Give me the answer. Then Vikramaditya, with a beautiful smile on his lips, he replied, the Bhojana Vetta sensed the long back experience about the rice, but it is in the status of vacant status. And the same case with the Sringaara Vetta also. He enjoyed with the prostitute, but he sensed about her birth, but that is also in the vacant status. But the middle young man, Nidraa Vetta, he knows, he analyzed the joyful experience, whether it is good or bad, convenient or non-inconvenient, but he analyzed it in the sleeping status so that his talent is great than the remaining two members. He said like that. So the silence was broken up, and I'm escaping from you. You defeated in this case also. Okay, bye. By saying like this, Bhethal had disappeared and from his the shoulder of Vikramaditya, and again reached the fire tree of the forest. And then again Vikramaditya had gone there and climbed up the tree and brought down the corpus, and by keeping it on his shoulder, again he started towards Brihadaranya. Another trial, another story. What will happen? We'll watch in the next video. Harihi Om. Thank you for watching.